You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
My mic. But anyway, what's shaking? You already know who it is. It's the princess. I got the most hated man in America in here.
I'm the king of all battle rap media.
You're the king of all... What?
I've been the king for years. It's my title. King, most hated. You know, I see a lot of people running with my titles. It's all good. You gotta
Why do
earn
people
those.
dislike you? Why does everybody want to beat you
I
up?
don't think a lot of people dislike me. I don't know. I think I'm a nice guy, actually. I don't
Maybe
know.
it's your mustache.
Word. I didn't get a shit. Your mustache is nice, too, though. It's cool.
I don't have a mustache. I'm not Spanish. You know, Spanish women have mustaches. But anyway, let's talk about this bomb that you just dropped. This double impact card. First of all, you're bringing Young Ill back.
That's my... Yo, real talk, like...
You're bringing Young Ill back.
That's my guy. Like, I'm happy Math is back. Like, my dog.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm super duper happy that Young Ill is back. Like, that's really like my brother, man. Like, got a lot of love for Young Ill. And I feel like over the last couple of years, he's been going through a lot of shit and hasn't lived up to his own his own, whatever the fuck the word is. But so I'm really excited to see Young Ill back and Math in the same matchup. So I'm super duper excited to see that shit.
Why bring Young Ill back though on a 2-on-2?
Why
not have his own comeback? Like,
you know what?
Young Ill.
I was actually planning to bring him back before this. I was actually thinking of bringing him on the Born Legacy card. Mm-hmm. And one got booked before the other, so I didn't want it to be, I want Young Ill's impact. I want him to focus on one. Mm-hmm. So
who was he gonna battle?
I wanted him to battle Chess or Wavy. So that was,
Wavy
in talks.
fire.
But, he was already booked for the double impact card. So I was like, yo, fuck it. You know what I mean? But definitely bringing Young Ill back. I can't wait. Like, I'm excited. Like, I want to see him against Chess, Wavy. There's a lot of people out there that he can battle. So I'm souped.
So speaking of Chess, why Chess and Reed Dollars?
Okay, so I believe Reed deserves a second chance. You know what I mean? He went up on that big stage. I felt like he didn't respect it like he should have. And let's keep it real, John, smoked him, period. And, I think Chess is a rising superstar. And I think sometimes you got to put that person in front of him. People might say, well, he got beat by John. Yeah, but he's still Reed Dollars. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When Murder Mook came back, it wasn't too many people impressed when he came back. And then he bounced back against Lux and had probably his best performance. Mm-hmm. So I'm expecting Reed Dollars to bring the best out in Chess. You know what I'm saying? So
what if Reed leaves it in the car again?
If he leaves it in the car, he's gonna die, man. But I spoke to Reed, Reed and Cicero, they was on the War Report yesterday and on Tuesday, and they pretty focused, man. Like, niggas is telling me that Reed got some shit, like Reed. But I got money on my young boy, Chess. I think Chess is the future of battle rap. So, I really expect Chess to first time him headlining,
Right.
He's got, the card is dope. So, and it's kind of bringing it back to what the fans wanted to, were missing out on. They were complaining that we don't have no small room battles, and
Right.
a lot of our battles are going on. All these are McDowell's battle leagues. So, we had to, kind of step in and give the fans what they want. So that's kind of my focus in 2016 is really to go from the most hated to the most beloved. So, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be beloved, like, for real. Like, I want to be loved. I just want to have sex and with a lot of women be loved. Like,
well, speaking of, the Born Legacy card, Cortez is battling Chilla Jones.
That's fire. I honestly...
Is it going to be vaulted?
No, there's no way. I'm going to tell you this right now. Like, Cortez's biggest problem was picking his matchups. It wasn't necessarily Cortez per se, because I remember when I set up him versus Hitman, that was the perfect match, classic. And then Cortez is going to take Marv one. No disrespect to Marv, but it didn't make sense at the moment. But that's Cortez's biggest problem. And I think Chilla Jones, if he doesn't show up, Chilla Jones is too big of a battle rapper to not let the footage go. And Chilla Jones is going to smoke him if he doesn't battle.
Right.
But I think Cortez is super duper focused for the battle. Spoke to Core. This is what Core is telling me.
We'll see.
March 6th, that he's going to smoke Chilla Jones. And I spoke to Chilla, and Chilla's...
If Chilla smokes Cortez, is this footage going to be vaulted?
No, I'm not gonna vote shit. I want to see the battle. I think it's gonna be a great. I think Cortez vs. Chilla Jones has the potential to be the battle of the year because they're both dope writers. They both want it, and they both want to be headliners, and they should be. So I think this battle is going to bring out the best of both. I'm expecting. This is what I'm expecting. A Chilla JC type performance out of both of them. Like, I really believe this battle can do it. You know what I mean? And I think Cortez needs it. I think you're gonna see the best Cortez since Hitman Holla.
I think Cortez does need it.
If he smokes Chilla Jones, that's gonna be crazy.
I don't know.
You see what you're saying? But Cortez
is
beating a lot of people.
You know what it is? It's because Cortez has a light about him. He has a light about him. He has a stage presence about him that him battling Chilla, his stage presence might be what gives him the upper hand.
Yeah, but if you look at Chilla, like Chilla's a completely different MC from when he battled DNA.
I was about to say he's been stepping it up.
He's more confident. Chilla Jones back then would have never pulled out the Playboy magazine against the Saga.
Right.
He would have never played with the crowd. It would have been focused solely on wordplay and bars. And I think Chilla Jones, to me personally, has the second best pen in battle rap. And Cortez feels like he has something to say about that. Like, to me, it's Loaded Lux and then Chilla Jones. That's how I feel. And I think it's a challenge for Cortez because, like you said, you're matching wits with somebody that can really bring it. Not to mention, his performance has stepped up. I really expect to see the both. I really expect to see the best Chilla Jones and the best Cortez in this battle. I love that battle. I was so excited when I set it up.
We're going to see what happens with that. Let's talk about Av and Rum Nitty for a second.
That's crazy.
Now,
that's crazy.
I'm excited to see it because they're both back-to-back punches. But Rum Nitty has a different type of season about him where he just knows what he's doing. Do you think Av is ready for that yet?
The question, I think Rum Nitty's dope. But again, he hasn't done it where it matters and where it counts and where it's the most brutal. And that's a question that he's got to answer. Av, granted, he did against Nunn and he did it versus Mike P, which to me a really good competition. But Av has this, he's like, we've seen the B Magics, we've seen the Ty Laws. And the B Magics and Ty Laws have been punchers that were kind of dry in a sense when it came to controlling the crowd. Rum Nitty battled, I think Rum Nitty got punches. He punches back to back to back. But sometimes he's lost in a sense where he's lost the crowd. Like when he battled Rex. Rex smoked him on the sense that Rex might have not outpunched him, but his aggressiveness. And that's something that Av actually has. Av can punch and control the crowd and play with them at the same time. So this is a combination to me. This is the most dangerous battle Rum Nitty's ever faced. He's faced Danger Zone. Danger Zone is dope. Don't get it twisted. I think Danger Zone is one of the best pens in the game. But Av has a different element that a lot of people don't understand. Most punchers do not gather the crowd and control them. His delivery allows him to do it. And Av has the advantage when it comes to the delivery. The experience, you got to give it to Rum Nitty. But yet he hasn't done it here. But he does have the experience. He has the resume. But Av has the advantage in terms of the performance and be able to control the crowd. So to me, it's a toss-up. A lot of people, like, Rum Nitty is the favorite, which is a good thing for him, but it's a bad thing in a sense for as well. And it's a good thing for Av. Because now, Av just got to compete. Rum Nitty is supposed to beat Av. Av is the new guy on the block. You know what I mean? Rum Nitty's trying to get to the headliners. And so is Av. So Av just got to go. And I think it's going to be... It's another one. I personally think it could be a battle of the year.
Yeah, I think that.
And I've seen BattleRap.com say that's the battle they're anticipating.
Yeah, that's the one I mostly want to see out of all of them.
I'm excited. I want to see. I want to see Mike P versus Tink the Demon.
I was just about to say, finally, Tink the Demon is back.
Yep.
He's been out. He's been sitting out. He's been very patient. He's been very quiet.
He's got a couple things lined up. I was just kind of putting the class of 2016 together, and we had some guys not make the cut for many reasons, whether they felt like there was a bigger opportunity somewhere else, or they were just playing assholes. So So
what took you so long to bring Tink back?
It wasn't that. One of his opponents that he was supposed to schedule to battle said yes, then disappeared. Then came back, then disappeared. So it was kind of like that. But, Tank is back, and I got something for him now. And then right after that, Tank will be back in the building. So you're going to see a lot of Tank the Demon. I expect Tank to be on Rookies vs. Vets too.
Back to this double impact card. Now... And
I hate 2-on-2s, and I love this card.
I was just about to say...
It's crazy. I hate them.
I know you hate them. So why do a card full of all 2-on-2s?
I mean, the URL sets the standard. They set everything. We are with the NBA, and a lot of our fans wanted to see us do it, but we're not necessarily crazy about them. So we said, you know what, like rookies versus vets, we can make it possibly an annual thing. And Double Impact is probably going to be one of our marquee events, something you do once a year. I don't want to see it on every card. I think it's kind of you know what I mean? But this particular card and the way we set it up, having Marv 1 and
I was
Quest McCody,
just about to say.
To me, are one of two of the greatest in terms of, I think they're
They
the best.
just about started the 2-on-2.
I think they're the best to ever do the 2-on-2. So
to
me, to have them in that, as well as Chess and Steams battling each other, I think that's a dope match. It's kind of like, you know, the future versus, not the past per se, but you know what I mean?
Right.
The only match I'm really thrown off about was the Chilla Jones B Magic. I don't know what to expect with that battle.
Yeah, with the T-top and it's, because it's, to be honest, that battle is going to come down to preference. You got Chilla and B Magic, which is mainly wordplay, and then you have Briz Rothstein and T-Top, which is gritty street rap.
To me, it's because of the performance. Like, Briz and T-Top are going to perform. I can't see Chilla and B Magic. Like, I've never seen B Magic smile. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? So that's the matchup where I'm like, But the Cortez and Math and the Averb and Young Ill is fire.
But
like, that battle's fire.
I was kind of thrown off with the Clips and the John and Don with the Big T and the Saga.
You know what's crazy? I love Big T and Saga, though. I love their combination.
Their combination is so weird. I just wonder how Saga is going to fit in, because you have 3 battle rappers that display a different kind of aura about them. You know, Clips is with the jokes, with the freestyling, cutting ass.
A lot of people don't know. The Saga is one of the funniest people you'd ever meet. If you ever hung out with the Saga, kicked it with him, he is, not only is he like super talented musically, he's hilarious. I think the Saga, every battle people think Saga's going to lose, he gets better. He gets better and better. So I really think the Saga...
You think he's going to be able to match Clips's funniness? Because Saga is hysterical. He's funny. I agree with that. But being on a stage with...
Big T is hilarious, by the way. Don't forget, Big T is fucking hilarious.
The gun noises are hilarious.
I think that battle's going to be dope. I honestly think this is going to be the first time you're going to see a 2-on-2, and you're going to see 2 other members of the NWX join in on that. I think they're actually going to jump in, and it's going to be 4-on-2. Like, remember, there's 4 of them on the card.
Right.
The only one that's not on the card is Rain, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Why isn't Rain on the card yet?
I don't know. He said he wants like $10 million. I have no clue.
Seriously?
I don't know.
Rain, we're going to have to get you in here.
You know what's funny?
His price is higher than Lux?
I don't know. Lux and Mooka top 10, they're the most, I don't know, they want like $1 million. But
they like top 3 in price.
But you know what? I would like to see, this is what I'm saying. April, we actually had a conversation, me and my staff, we were just talking, and we would like to see Daylyt and Rain. I just want to see it. I think that Rain can really rap. Rain can rap. I just want to see him battle. I don't know, it's a little different, but I would like to see Rain and Daylyt.
Wait, like Rain and Daylyt like pairing up?
No, battling against each other. I think that would be dope.
You think so?
Yeah, because Rain is a competitor. He's a competitor. You know what I mean? And it would be a dope battle. I personally think it would be a dope battle. You don't want to see that? Who would you want to see Rain battle?
I don't know. I've thought about that for a long time. I really can't. I don't know. Like, I feel like anybody you put him against, they just might fuck him up. Like Daylyt, I feel like if Daylyt takes Rain serious, he might get wild, because Daylyt to me has top 3 pen. So that's kind of dangerous.
Top 3?
Okay, to maybe top 5.
You on fucking drugs.
Top 5. Daylyt pen. Are you crazy? Daylyt pen is retarded.
When he wants to be.
Exactly.
When was the last time you said that?
That's what I just said. I said when
so you
he's
think
ready.
He's Chilla Jones? You think he's better than Danger Zone?
Pen-wise, I think he's better than Chilla.
Well, let me give you an update.
Pen-wise, he's better than Chilla.
A lot of people are asking me about the Daylyt situation. I did have a conversation with Daylyt.
Okay.
We had a long conversation, and it went really well. So
you gonna be seeing him on URL?
It's strong. I wanted a Valentine's gift from him. He didn't get it for me. But
Daylyt, you better get this man something for Valentine's Day.
He didn't give me shit. But
So how's you guys? Oh, you guys were dating, right? How's your love lives?
We're back and forth, Imadi's kind of hot, so. I can't
Marty
compete
is
with
bad. Marty is
her.
bad.
She stink though. But but I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people want to come on Smack, and it's just like we really particular with it, and like we're not trying to bring no dirtbags or jerk offs. Like, you gotta respond. You know, you gotta respect what we're doing. Like, you're representing us, and I think a lot of people, like especially the incidents we've seen in recent weeks, like a lot of people are making things about themselves, and we're not trying to bring people into our circle that aren't respecting what we're doing. And I think a lot of people are about themselves, and that's something that I expressed today. Like I understood you trying to take a shit on stage, you try to do all types of shit, and we're not going to tolerate that. Like, this is not about you. This is, if you really want to be in the NBA battle at the Super Bowl, we expect you to be a first-class citizen.
Best behavior, right?
No, and it's I understand Daylyt's always going to be extra or whatever, but we can't afford the stupidity. You know what I mean? We've been through it with the Math and Sirius Jones. We just bringing Math back after almost 2 years.
Right.
So we're not going to tolerate it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, so anybody that represents our brand in terms of being an artist or even as a fan or an affiliate, we expect people to be on their best behavior. So, you know, we don't want to see, the bullshit.
Why do you feel like you have this card with all these men that potentially had issues with one another,
like who,
over the years? Like, just in general, you have a list full of guys with all the testosterone. You know how battle rap is. I'll kill you, I'll do this. Why do you feel like you can have a card with all these men and a fight not break out, and then you have 3 cards on a female card and holy hell breaks loose?
For one, although the guys, like, we've had Math and we've had Hitman with Surf and stuff like that, it's always been about the competition and not the pettiness on the outside. And I think a lot of the stuff that happened at that event happened to do with nothing with battle rap. And to me, it's like you had the entire month if you wanted to see each other to fight, and then you take it upon yourself to go to an event and ruin an event and cost people money, venues, fines, and everything. And it's just a selfish act. I'm not saying the guys wouldn't do that, but there's a lot of respect for Smack, Beasley, myself, and Chico and what we represent, and not to mention the eyeballs that are around us. So a lot of these guys, we do explain it to them, look, you're repping what we're doing, and if there is going to be a situation, you can go down a block and fight. Don't ruin the event because you got to respect the fans, and sometimes people make it about themselves. And I heard about the QB situation. I think that was more spontaneous. I don't know the background of the whole situation, but I just heard words were said. At least it happened outside of the venue. Hey, what's up, Rain? But to bring it to the event, I thought that was classless on everybody's part. And when people start making it about themselves as opposed to the culture or whatever you're doing, then you shouldn't be a part of it.
Right. How do you feel about banning? We, like you said,
I'm all for it. I'm all for banning. If you're an asshole, you should be banned.
What do you think is you brung Math back after 2 years? What do you think is an appropriate amount of time for banning? Like, should it be an appropriate amount of time? Or, matter of fact, let me ask you this, because it's a lot of top tiers that was doing all the fighting, which potentially
I don't believe in top tier. What exactly is that?
Like, QB is considered top tier.
Okay.
And it's
I didn't have an issue with QB getting an altercation with Nunu outside of the venue. I had an issue with people jumping in, but it was outside of the venue. Bringing it the next day, though, to the event, that's where it's kind of like, you know what, that's kind of stupid. Whatever happened with her and Nunu apparently happened outside, and there was a lot of people there, even though it ended up being, like I said, I don't know the fucking whole story, but people jumping in, sometimes that happens. If somebody's rolling deep, you're by yourself, you got to deal with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really upset about that situation, but trying to bring it to the next day, there's a lack of respect for Debo, Vague, and Babs, and the people that paid a fucking lot of money. I think tickets were like $100.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was a disrespect to them. So me personally, that's where I would have an issue. And I'm not talking about just QB or 40 or Nunu. Everybody who was involved in the situation, because now you made it about yourself. You was like, yo, fuck it. Fuck everybody else.
But then what do you do? Because those are the girls that quote sell the tickets. You know what I mean? Those are the girls that that's what they were at BB King's for.
Yeah, I don't know if the QB40 thing was expected. I think if Debo or Babs knew that there was an issue, I don't think anybody. I didn't even know there was a fucking issue.
No, not that it was expected. Just about the whole banning thing. Like, how do you go about banning an artist that technically makes you money? Then what do you
Math
do?
has made us money. Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and take it from there, because if you don't, you know what I mean, what's the next thing that's gonna happen?
Right.
So sometimes you gotta take a stand. I'm not saying they should or they shouldn't ban QB or 40 or whoever. That's not what I'm saying. That's between them. When me, Smack, Beasley, and Chico made the decision, it bothered me because it was Math, because I'm really close to Math. That's my brother. I'm literally taking money out of his pocket. But sometimes you gotta make a stand. Like you can't. There's no player in the NBA that's bigger than the league, and if you gotta ban somebody, you gotta do it. You know what I mean? So to me, sometimes you have to bring people back to reality. I think QB, you know, she's one of the greatest females to ever do it. I don't think she intended for whatever happened with her and Noodle to happen. You know what I'm saying? The 40 Boston, it sounded like, from what I heard, it was spontaneous, even though there was things said. But again, QB has to, in that situation, if she has an issue with 40, be like, you know what, let me wait till the next day. Or, you know what, if we really got a problem, it's simple. We call each other, meet up, and make it happen. Like, you don't have to, you know, bring it to the venue, because then you're making it about yourself. So, to me, I think QB's acts were kind of spontaneous. They weren't right, but I think they were spontaneous. I don't think QB went on Saturday to look for Nuno. I think it was, you know,
It just so happened.
It just happened. I just think she said what she said, or somebody's girlfriend said something to her. This person reacted. A fucking a busload of cheaters came out, and it was over. It happens. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was premeditated. So if it was premeditated, then maybe.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I can say, okay, QB, you need to be banned because it's premeditated. I don't think the QB situation was premeditated, but whatever happened the next day with the 40 and everybody that was involved in that, you might have to take some type of action.
Right.
At least the shit wasn't on camera, you know what I mean? And, you know, some people that were there know about it. There's nothing out there really with footage-wise, but, you know, I don't know. It's up to Debo and them.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.
15 minutes of fame radio.
We're now stepping into
15 minutes of fame radio.